You're the definition of our success, because you all could have gone anywhere. You could have done basically anything, and you chose to come here. So I want to just start out by saying thank you. You won't be disappointed, but you're our privilege to have you here. And we hired our first class basically of MBAs in around 1991 or 2. And I remember going home and I was very excited. And my wife said, "Why are you so excited?" I said, "Because we've now created the firm." Because every great business has the foundation of great people. We have what I think is really good training program. We want to make sure everybody's got skills. And unlike what you would think from watching television, a business environment is like, where somehow, you got winners, you got losers, you got to do bad stuff to squash other people so you can get ahead in some kind of a Mad Men, type of environment. It's actually just the opposite. Everybody here can be successful. We want everybody here to be successful. And how is that possible? If most organizations are triangles, that doesn't sound right. Difference is here, we keep growing. And our biggest shortage, hard to believe, are amazing people. So we want people to be successful. And the way you become successful in finance is you start off at the bottom and you don't make mistakes. This is different than school. It was so torturous for me. Even after I went to Harvard Business School to sort of fix myself up, I still was not used to a standard of 100%. In a professional setting like this, where we use everything that you prepare, regrettably, there's only one standard. It's 100. Every number's got to be right. A rule that you would find counterintuitive is that you're supposed to ask people how to do things. And the reason you ask them is you actually want to know the answer. Nobody cares that you figured out an answer yourself and reinvented, sort of Swahili. Somebody should teach you that. You should ask. There are no deductions in our world for asking how to do something. It's efficient. It's fast. They'll give you the right answer. You don't get super credit for spending 6 weeks trying to figure out an answer. You could ask one person, they give it to you, and you got it. Asking once or twice how to do something, people expect you to do that because that's how they learned. This is meant to be an efficient place, not a harmful place, right? So if you don't know something, anything you are being asked to do has been done tens of thousands of times before, right? So ask, and somebody will help you. What happens your whole career, a firm like ours, which is one reason why it's really fun, actually, after you get through the schmutz at the beginning, is that it's a continual lifetime learning environment. And that's what makes finance so exciting. So what you'll see throughout the firm is sort of an astonishing intellectual analytic inquiry into everything we do, saying, okay, what can go wrong here if we buy something? What are all the things that can go wrong? And let's analyze them. And how badly can they hurt what we own, what we're buying, right? And so everything is a discussion. It's something you spend time on, but you're sort of in the hands of like older people who've seen more things. And the job of everybody at that table is to protect you, protect the firm, protect our investors, and criticize the deal. the investment, whatever it is, any part of the firm. And have we missed a risk? Have we misanalyzed something? Because you can't expect any group, a team of 3 or 4 people to think of everything, do everything, and then be responsible for the success or failure of something. It's too big a burden on that small group of people. Why would we want anybody to bear that burden? It's organization that has to de-risk the thing and debate what those risk factors are and figure out what's the likely scenario and are we protected. So what's fun about being here is you're actually not under pressure. When you start your career, you're working on things you typically haven't worked on before. And you think if somebody asks you to work on a project, your job is to say yes. That's a good instinct. But if you say yes to every person who ever asks you to do something, you'll have so much work to do. Forget that you don't sleep, but you won't be able to get the work done. Right? Imagine playing basketball and they throw you the ball, you don't put your hands up and the ball goes into the stands. That's what it's like, okay? And so this mistake happens to every person who's ever been in finance. This mistake, overcommitting. Why are you overcommitting? 1, you want to be successful. 2, you don't know how long anything takes. So of course you're going to mess it up, right? It's like, it's just what happens. So here's how you handle that. So I'll take your anxiety down. As soon as you realize you've got too many things working where you won't be able to deliver all of them, you put your hand up and you go to somebody who's supposed to be assigning you work, or you go to the 2 people, or you go someplace and you say, I won't be able to get all of this done because I'm working really hard, but I've overcommitted. And that's not wonderful, but it's okay because somebody will take it away from you because they know you're just starting. You don't know. Okay, you overcommitted. What they ultimately care about is that you fess up early enough so you don't blow up the project or blow them up. And they'll take it away, somebody else will do it, and you'll learn the way we all learned how much you can really handle. And if there's anything any of us here can do to help make you successful, that's our job. That's our job. So thank you so much for trusting us and coming to Blackstone.